Well, welcome back, everybody. Today I'm going to go to the Eastern Wastes, which is a Velius era zone, one of the early expansions, like the third expansion for EverQuest. I need an item for trade skilling called a Branch of Sylvan Oak, and it can be used in fletching, I believe cooking, but I know for sure in tinkering, and that's what I'm going to be using it for on an alt, and use it to make a corking device, which is used in higher level brewing recipes. And it's a tradable item, so you can sell it in the bazaar or trade it as you need to, or swap it between your alts like I'm going to do, and get their brewing skill up. Anyway, I'll go ahead and start out here. I'm using my level 52 Ranger, and we'll go to the Great Divide. Okay. Out here real quick. Going to be headed off here to the east. I'd like to do a shout out to my first subscriber ever, Bradley Smith. Thank you for watching and subscribing. I hope I'm helping people out. Maybe looking at some aspects of the game they skipped over or never knew about. I am not invisible right now. I am subject to attack. I do not have my mercenary healer up. I do have Spirit of Wolf on, so I'm running pretty fast. And the zone out is just right ahead of me. These giants that are walking around here, most of them are conning green so far. They're glaring at me very threateningly. Ooh. Almost to zone out. Okay, I've been foraging a couple times in this area and have been unsuccessful, and a couple roamers have showed up. I'm going to go ahead and unsuspend my mercenary. And just in case I need her, there's another Arctic scallop. Run over here. One of the things you can do, of course, at just about any level, is when you're foraging, of course, you have a minute and a half to 2 minutes between each chance of foraging. So what do? Well, you can kill stuff. Got a rhinoceros there that's cons green. Got an Ulthork that cons gray, so no experience there. But there's some other spawns in this area. See, that's a dangerous one to get. Those prison guards. You kill one and several spawn, so typically right up here there used to be a ton of roamers. Yeah, there's some of them are coming into view. Yeah, let's see. And remember, I'm level 52. All this stuff is conning gray, gray, gray. Yeah, not really worth killing. Don't have too much that I need. There is some halfway decent loot that drops off of these. Kill one just to get a little action here. We try one more forage and see what happens here. Nothing. All right. One of the things you can do is fish. I went ahead and brought me a fishing rod. I'm going to go ahead and go down to the water's edge here. Got to be very careful. It's steep. Don't take any damage or drown. And let me try a fish and see what happens here. Might be a little too far away. There is a unique fish to this zone. That can be used in the recipe for prepared fish. And I've talked about that before, how that's a higher level item used in baking. Can be used in several recipes to get your baking skill up towards 300 and then also beyond. What did I just forage? Tuft of dire wolf fur. This item can be used in Tradeskills. I have honestly never seen that before. I'll have to look that one up. Usually I look my items up on Alakazam or EQTraders.com, and it's the go-to site for comprehensive trade skill information and recipes. Okay, let's see. I foraged up something different. Let's see what this says. It is a small chunk of Velium. Magic, placeable, primary, and secondary. Adds 5 hit points. Not used for trade skills of any kind. And it's not marked as a quest item, so it might just be something you can sell. I'll have to place it in my guild house and see if it has an interesting visual. I'll do that later. Okay, just foraged up a different item here. It's a tuft of grizzly bear fur, and that's used in high-level tailoring recipes. If I remember right, like 300 and up. If not 300 and up, it's surely well above 200, 250. I'm getting some skill ups on my fishing. Got it up to 16. Let's see. So far I've foraged 3 glob of slush water, which is just a drink. Having too much luck on the foraging. I think I might go back up, just kill a few items, and see what I can get that way. I'll do one last forage here, and then I'll go back up. No. Okay. I've been fishing this entire time. Started out at skill level 12. Now I'm up to 24 and foraging the entire time. And I finally got what we were looking for, a branch of Sylvan Oak. Weighs a pound. It's a quest item. This item can be used in Tradeskills. And if you don't need it, by the way, it will sell very quickly on almost every server in the bazaar. For years and years, I sold them for 1,000 platinum a piece. Didn't really need them because I didn't have any trade skills that were high enough level to use them. So I just sold them to people that could use them. And I did notice that most of the people that bought them were gnomes, and gnomes are generally the tinkers in EverQuest. And so I finally made an alt with a gnome just so I could dabble in the tinkering skill and have a little fun with it. And what I'm going to do here is one more cast of my fishing rod here. And I'm going to close up shop. What I'm going to do is just turn around and go up the hillside here. And re-equip my weapons, my arrows. Close my bags up. I'm going to go up the hillside here so you can see where I'm at. I'm just slightly south of where I entered down to the water. There are the second set of Coldane buildings up here. And so that gives you a reference point as to where you can start successfully foraging for Branch of Sylvan Oak. And basically the rule of thumb is, and it seems kind of simple, but a lot of people didn't really think about what they were going after when they were having so much trouble foraging for it. Branch of Sylvan Oak, it's a branch. It comes off a tree. Well, it just common sense says you want to forage around trees. So basically in this zone, once you're around the trees, you are in the classic foraging zones. And yeah, got the Coldanes here. I do not know how the Coldane dwarves would react to one of the evil races. So be careful when you're in this area and foraging for stuff. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Hey, if you learned anything, got any comments or suggestions for this video or future videos, go ahead and leave them. Give me a thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe like Bradley Smith did. And I appreciate you watching. Thank you.